Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dazzling Dave, and this is the international fan reaction for Newcastle versus Wolves at 1-1 draw. And we've got some great contributors, including a couple of new people, one that went to the Premier League Fan Fest, and also we've got our first Mexican actual from Mexico, living in Mexico, that's contributed to this one, and welcome to those. So we've got like 5 countries represented, 8 people in this particular one. In the comments below, leave your thoughts. Let me know what country and area you're from in the comments below. If you watch this, leave it, because I'm really intrigued. And if you want to get involved, let me know as well. So yeah, there's a few funnies as well, a few little chuckles along the way. You'll see the bits that I mean. So let's go around the world.
With Chinese owners and a one-ticket reporter, with 5 at the back, pace in attack. We're Wolverhampton, we're on our way back.
Hey Dave, it's Dave from New York Wolves here in lovely sunny Austin. Just sending you a quick message. Sorry, forgot to send one earlier from the Fan Fest. It was a bit of a zoo, and all the plastics were showing up for the Liverpool, Man United and Arsenal match afterwards, so we got out of there. But good result today. I mean, we deserve to win it. Everyone agrees it should have been a penalty in the last minute. Maybe one day we'll get the benefit of a VAR call, but until then we'll have to make do. I liked how Nuno changed it up at half time. We played nearly twice as many games as Newcastle, and yet we were the stronger team at the end, so can't complain about that. Not getting the rub of the green, but good point, didn't lose, kept the unbeaten streak going. And Fan Fest here was absolutely brilliant. We did our club proud. Good solid group, and all real fans, unlike all the other teams who had a load of hangers on. So Wolves AWE is the motto of the day. So keep up the good work, and looking forward to meeting up with a load of the lads from today in the next Fan Fest in Miami in December. So cheers, up the Wolves.
Around the world, this is my fan reaction for Wolves from Guadalajara, Mexico. Well, in the first half, I was surprised after the first goal from Newcastle, because I know the team Newcastle is not in the best form. But well, in the second half, Wolves improved the performance a lot, and I think Wolves could win easily. But I can believe it, because Wolves have many opportunities created by Raúl Jiménez, Diogo Jota, and Matt Doherty had 2 opportunities clearly to have the goal, but well, it wasn't. Well, unfortunately, we have a draw, but I know the team is getting confidence, and well, the team is getting best performance after every match. The team have I think 8 matches without a loss. I think that is very well, and after the last 2 victories in the UEFA Europa League, well, I think that we're going to supporting Raúl Jiménez and the Wolves. Well, thank you, Dave, and this is my fan reaction.
Hey Dave, Wolfman Jeff coming at you here in Alabama. Just finished watching the Newcastle match. I have to say, before the match, there was a sense of gloom falling over after hearing the news about volley, so I was slightly dreading it. However, Nuno picked a very strong side. I think probably the strongest side he could with the players who were available. speaking on that, I think we started very well, and then Newcastle kind of came alive. Looked like, that episode of Star Trek where they're facing their evil opposites. And so there was a lot where Newcastle looked a lot like us. And, of course, they took advantage of that. We got behind in the first half. Wasn't overly concerned because we do come back. But then in the second half, we came back alive. Johnny with the goal changed the mood. And kind of disappointed that we didn't get the win because it looked like we were more likely, especially after they got the red card and they were down to 10 men. We should have taken advantage of that. Having said that, realizing that Nuno's opportunities were lessened, he didn't really have a lot of energy to come off the bench or a lot of quality off the bench like he normally can, because everyone was pretty much out there who could really make a difference. So would have loved the 3 points. Taking all that in without having Bali, without having Bennett, I think it's probably the 1 point is fine. I'm hoping we're going to get Bennett back soon. Very worried about Bali being out for a long time, and he makes a huge difference there. But it's also good to see a lot of other players kind of move in. There's some of our younger players I was hoping we were going to get a chance. But we're going to see what happens this week as we're at Villa. Hey, Dave. This is Wolfman
Dave
Jeff.
P from Melbourne here. First time I've watched Wolves since we got home last week on Saturday. Stayed up and watched the game last night. Pretty disappointing the first half, I guess. But I expected the improvement, which we got in the second half. In fact, not only was it an improvement, I felt it was an absolute domination. Newcastle weren't even in it. Some interesting tactics Newcastle used. I guess Steve Bruce type tactics. Knocking Jota out in the first half was a good one. I don't know if you saw it at the game, but the replay on television was quite plain. He just charged him and thumped him right the side of the head. Surprised he actually got up relatively easy. Second half, and they tried to take Neves out, although I must admit that one was a little bit less more clumsy than actually malicious, but I don't know this young fella Longstick. Maybe that's part of his tactics, him and his brother, but pretty happy with the point, especially after the late disclusion of Willy Bolly, who of course continues to worries us with regards to how long he's going to be, But I thought the defence, even though the goal was caused by another error, I thought the defence was pretty good considering, but Newcastle really didn't threaten, and even though I was very, very happy about a point in the end, and we dominated in that second half and we should have grabbed the 3, I still feel it was a little bit of 2 points lost, but still early and they're under a lot of pressure and it's getting harder with all these injuries. Anyway, mate, all the best to you and all the fellow Wolves fans, and I'll see you soon.
Good morning, Dave. This is Alan from Fort Myers, Florida. I saw the game yesterday with Newcastle, and good game, just couldn't get it in the net. Played well. First half wasn't too good, but most of the game I thought the referee was going to start playing for Newcastle. It seemed to be so one-sided, but anyway, we came out with a draw, which is not too shabby. I'm here at the gym with my buddy named Bruce. There's Bruce there. Who do you support, Bruce?
Up the Wolves!
Okay, that's enough, Bruce. Anyway, but I thought it was a very good game. It's just that we just could not finish that thing off. We deserved the 3 points. I thought. I think everybody played well. Man of the match, I thought maybe it was Traore or Johnny Otto. But anyway, it was a very close game. Maybe it could have been. We could have won, but it was a draw. So what can I say? Over and out from Fort Myers, Florida. Thank you, Dave.
Dave, Andy here from Montreux, Switzerland. Match reaction. Good to come away with a point in the end, although it would have been better to have come away with 3 points and a win. Clearly, that would have taken us into the top 10. But given we were a goal down at half time, we were without Volley, without Bennett, and it's good that we came away with a point. Change in formation at half time made a big difference, putting Traore up, playing forwards with Doherty. Wolves were given a new lease of life then, and many chances were created. There's a terrible tackle on Neves, and red card was totally justified there. I really don't understand why the VAR did not give us a penalty when Doherty was pulled from behind. That bemuses me. VAR seems to go against us all the time. Didn't seem to be justified at all. For me, Traore was man of the match. Always there, and boy, has he come on a lot in the last in the last month. I think the formation with him further forward works much better, and I think it would be interesting to see if they started a match with that formation rather than just bringing it on at half time. Anyway, we go forwards. We've got Villa in the Cup during the week, and Arsenal next weekend. Onward and up.
This is Chris and Target from Eyes Volley, Norway. Reflecting on Newcastle 1, Wolves 1. You know, we've done our normal thing of starting slowly, or it's got to be deliberate. You know, it's got to be a tactic now to suss out the game, make the opposition weaker and find out weaknesses. But for me, we can do a lot better than this. We really can. Look, can't we not just attack teams from the start? I feel like we're wasting 45 minutes every game. Tiger?
Well, we didn't play great for second half. We played great but not first half. We did play great in that. We played good. Had some chances. Doc said we could not have been. It was a hard chance. Could maybe done a slightly better shot.
But I mean, let's get this into perspective. The big news before the game was the injury to Bolly. This is a tremendous blow. I mean, he isn't replaceable. Thought we did all right. I mean, I obviously Donker's a better solution there than Doc. Doc did all right there. For Newcastle's goal again, it's a mistake by us again, isn't it? It's a poor pass by Jota. It was avoidable. But, you know, a point in the Premier League for the away game is never a necessarily bad thing. We're still above Aston Villa in the table. Let's hope we beat them in the Cup this week. But something frustrating. It doesn't feel right. It feels more like a defeat, that. What do you think?
Well, yes, it does actually. Somehow.
Nothing we can do now. Newcastle 1, Wolves 1.
So, hey, I hope you really enjoyed that. Some real good stuff, as usual, from the guys. And thanks to all the new guys that are getting involved. It's fantastic. Don't forget to leave in the comments below where you're from and what your area is, town or city that you're from as well. Smash a like to the video. Please, if you're brand new around here, consider subscribing. Hit the bell. Hit that bell button. Come on, guys, because you'll all be first to be notified for any of my uploads as well. And yeah, so from myself, Dazzling Day, from everyone that's contributed around the world, make sure you send the guys the love. Till the next one, always Wolves.